think this is the last thing I want to talk about, is integrated marketing communication. There's a term that's, I think we've talked about it a couple times in this class. It's related to this. It's integrated marketing communication, and what we're hearing now is what they call omni-channel marketing, which is taking integrated marketing communication to the next level. But integrated marketing communication is the idea that, are you familiar with the concept of a laser? Does anybody know what a laser is? For $1 million, what is a laser? It's a focus, very good, focused beam of light. I'll take that. So what happens with light is all different colors. It's going all over the place, and it makes us able to see. But if you take light and you get one frequency and you get the waves in that one frequency to line up together, you can use that light to poke a hole in a battleship. It's similar with marketing communications, is if I've got all kinds of stuff that I'm saying about my product, saying about my company, that's white noise, that's white light, it's a lot of stuff. But if everybody who in contact with my organization gets the same message the same way, the message has a lot more impact than everybody kind of doing their own thing. So what you have to do is you have to recognize that people interact with your business in different ways. One of my favorite examples of lousy integrated marketing communication was this is actually at the same time I was trying to buy the minivan. This is back before we had money, like yesterday. It was at that time, I thought it would be smart to do all of my business with one bank so that I would be important to the bank, have a relationship that if I ever needed them, they would remember that I've been a good friend to them. That was my thought. So we had 2 car loans, one for the van and one for the car that we had before that wasn't quite paid off yet. And it was my practice, because did I mention I'm cheap? To take, this is back when you had to use mail to pay bills, and I would you get a little coupon for each loan, and I would take the 2 coupons for each loan, I would write a check, and I would throw them in an envelope, and I'd only use 1 stamp, saving 25 cents. Brilliant, eh? And so I do that, and then after a while, all of a sudden, I noticed that one of my car loans was like way ahead, and the other car loan was delinquent, and they were starting to charge me late fees and threatening to foreclose. And I knew what had happened. So they have that number on the back of the thing, if you have any problems, call. So I called. So by the way, off the front of the building, the bank was running a campaign, "We're your personal banker. We know you, we trust you, we're your personal banker." So I used that number on the back of the bill, and I called my personal banker, and I said, "Here's a situation. I have 2 car loans. It's been my practice to put both coupons in the same envelope and write 1 check, and I'm guessing that one of them got misapplied." And the person on the other end of the line, this was my bank, okay, calling my bank, said, "Mr. Robertson, you have to understand, we don't have time to match every single check to every single statement. What you need to do is you need to write 2 checks and put 1 check with each statement. That way this won't happen." So on one side, the bank is saying, "We're your personal bank." On the other side, the bank is saying, "We don't have time to look at every single check and match it up with every single statement. What's a bank's job?" So again, the point was the people in the back office the company didn't recognize that the people in the back office were part of the bank, were part of the marketing campaign, and that people would interact with them and were getting completely different messages depending on what area of the company you were dealing with. The appropriate response would have been, "Mr. Robertson, let me turn this over to your personal banker and he will straighten it out for you." Then I would have been a customer for life. So how do you do this? Again, recognize that people have different ways of interacting, and rather than having identical message, what we do is create a message strategy or a message platform. What are the key points that we want people to take away when they deal with our business? Are there some graphics, some colors, some language that we want to have consistent throughout so that whatever interaction I have, I recognize it's the bank, it's all about branding and building awareness. Did that. And I am out of stuff to talk about. Please forgive me.